It's your girl Sophia.
I have April and Ruby. We about to go.
You've met me before. I'm famous.
She ain't new. It ain't new.
Nothing new.
Alright, so
Imagine just pulled the phone.
so we're obviously
In the freaking gym right now. We're finna go to another room. Let's go.
Wait,
that sounds wrong.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's not. Let's just go. Get up.
Alright, let's go.
Are you gonna come? Oh.
Yes, I'm gonna go.
So we are going to. Ooh! I'm not trying to get hit by a ball. Oh, hi, my wife. April. Hi, Katie. La, 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 la. Oh, you like my sweater bun? Okay. So what we're gonna be doing today is filming
Kind of a story time.
Alright, so Ruby here got some very interesting, very funny stories she's gonna tell you guys.
I don't.
She really does though. And if she's not trying to tell them, like, she already told me her whole freaking backstory of like her life. So I'll just say some. So Ruby, take the wheel. Here's the wheel. Take it. No. Take it like you're driving.
I drive like this bitch.
Alright, now take off and start telling. Tell this. Alright, I'll tell the story of. Oh my God! Did you really just honk at me? You know I have really bad road rage. You're lucky.
Lights, bling, bling things on.
Do you think I'm kidding? Like I'm just playing.
I'm going right. Tick, tick, tick. Red light. Ah! When you got the vocals, but you feel pain.
I think we were supposed to tell stories. Pick it up.
Okay.
All right, so tell the story of how you graded your face.
All right.
You have to be in front of the camera. They have to see you.
How the hell did you braid your face?
No, she didn't braid her face, guys. What I mean by grade is, you know, the cheese grater, like you grade the cheese. Yeah. All right, take it away.
So.
You have to be loud.
Let them see your face. Come
They
back
can't
where
see
I
my
am.
face. No, because they can't hear me. I'm just kidding.
So,
I was in PE. There's this fence, you know how it's like, so it's like a cheese grater. And I was like, Sophia kept trying to do back bend, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do a back bend. And I was like, you know, but then I couldn't go, I couldn't get back up, and my freaking arm slipped, like I was like, and then my face, like, slammed into the fence, and I was like, going all the way down. And I fell, and I started crying because it hurt. And then this girl, who she didn't like me, she still don't like me, but she doesn't like me. And I was like crying on the ground, but I was hiding my face because, you know, it's embarrassing. It was in the locker room, so she was like, can you move? And I was like, okay. And I just kind of like, move. And it was painful.
it was the funniest, because I don't know if you heard, but to sum it up, she tried to do a back bend because I was doing back bends on a fence, because like we have some fence in the locker room. Yeah, so she tried to do a freaking back bend, ended up falling, scraping her face onto the fence. It was like doop 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 doop. So this girl had walked up to her and be like, could you move, or whatever she had said. Like Ruby thought she said it rudely, but like she was really just like, could you move? She was like in the middle of the freaking way.
She did.
She was in the middle of the freaking way
I was on the
where
side.
they were trying to
I was
walk.
on the side.
No, she
just
wasn't.
because she didn't feel like going
No,
around.
she wasn't. So she was like, hey, like, could you
Y'all
move?
hella confusing. I'm confused.
And that's because you're slow. All right, another story about the time you did your arm.
I did my arm. I never did my arm.
You did your leg.
I never did my leg.
I have.
Just tell the story.
So when I was little, I
You have to
broke
be
my
loud.
arm.
They cannot hear you.
When I was little,
Thank you.
I broke my arm. I didn't break it, my brother broke it. Cause we was playing around and he was like, "Hey Ruby," and I was like, "What?" And he was like, he got on his back like a freaking turtle upside down, and he was like, "Sit on my legs," and I was like, "All right." So he kind of picked his feet up like this, and these are his feet. And so I sat down and he said, "Phew," and I flew, and this arm landed like this, but straight, like that.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, Ruby.
This, watch. It was like this. Oh, where's the camera? Okay, it was like this, but straight, like this, like, and then like, yeah. And it hurt.
That's a
I
good
started
explanation.
crying. My mom didn't even take me to the doctor until like a week later. She was like, "You're fine." It was all red, all swollen, all looked like, you know. But she was like, "You're fine."
My mom didn't take me to the hospital until like a week later. Alright, so I'll tell a story. It's not really funny, but like, it's a story. So, I obviously color in my eyebrows. I have a scar right here. You can kind of see it. And let me tell you how much of a pain it is to fill it in every day because obviously there's no hair growing right there. So like, yeah.
Remember when I grabbed scissors and I cut off my eyebrow right here?
That's another story. I'm trying to tell my story. Are you gonna really interrupt me right now? Are you gonna interrupt me right now?
Go.
We finna fight.
Go.
Anyway, so we was at the lake with my tia. I think we're just going to go or whatever, like to just chill. And ew. And so my brother, I'm not gonna say his name. My brother Liam, he was throwing rocks at other rocks, and the rocks that he was throwing were breaking in half. They were breaking in half. He was like, "Sophia, I bet you can't break a rock in half." I was like, "Bet."
Oh my God.
For a long minute, like I was throwing the rocks and they were breaking, like there was no big deal. So this one particular freaking rock decided not to freaking break, but to bounce back up and hit my ass in the face and split open my eyebrow. And I didn't even know I was bleeding until my freaking brother looked at me and he was like, and then I looked at my tia and like she was running up to me and like her shirt was on like my face and like she like lifted it up, her hands are all shaking. She was like, "Oh my God, she needs stitches. Like it's like split open," and I'm sitting here like, "What the frick just happened? Like I'm okay, I don't feel anything." I was like 13. I was like, "I'm fine." Like I was obviously aware that the freaking rock had just hit me in the face, but like I didn't know that I was bleeding or anything. Sorry, my legs hurt. But freaking. So like my mom's like off freaking out, dad's off freaking out, everyone's like, "Holy crap, like she's bleeding and she needs stitches." Go to the hospital, right?
I was gonna go a week later.
I go to the hospital, I have like a big shirt on my face and like this little girl, I keep looking at her and she's like staring at me like, "Oh, you got beat up." Who jumped you? So this girl's just looking at me or whatever. Like I didn't really care. Like obviously I knew I looked crazy. Like I got a big old shirt on my face. Like we were all wet because we just came back from like the lake. So the nurse or whatever, the doctor, I don't know. She comes or whatever, puts this red stuff on my eyebrow. And she was like, "This is gonna numb you. Like I'll come back in 30 minutes. If you lift this again," she was like, "We'll come back in 30 minutes, like you should be numb." I was like, "All right, cool." 30 minutes comes by, she comes back with like this little hook that looks like this. And like she pokes me right where it's like open. And she was like, "Did you feel that?" I was like, "No, I didn't feel nothing." But like obviously I felt her poke me. And I felt her like
Yes.
I felt her giving me stitches. Like I ended up getting 6 stitches that day in my eyebrow, and I'm very lucky because I could have cracked my skull. I could have went blind in one eye. That's disgusting, Ruby. No one's trying to see that.
They can't.
I could have went blind in one eye. It just could have been worse, and I'm so thankful that it didn't. But yeah, another story.
All right, what story?
Story time. April's just standing here doing nothing, trying to act cute. Exposed.
I'm trying to look
Okay.
pretty.
Pookie.
For these mans I don't have, you know.
Ah, Pookie.
You said I don't have?
All right, really, another story.
Fucking guys like me. I'm hella ugly, you know? So yeah. But there's two kids always stare at me. That's the thing. Okay, bitch, no. There's the older brother and the younger brother.
So, anyways, this is a family-friendly channel, so like, there's no that you have going on. Like, we don't curse guys on this channel.
Levántate el pantalón.
Give me a story, come on.
No.
Hey, there are kids
Okay.
watching this.
Another story is the time.
Okay.
What's another funny story? Perla.
You wanna know how my brother broke his leg?
Sure.
Oh,
Well, not me, them.
Hey, my uncle. Here's the thing. So my uncle, he's every time. Well, he used to. Every time he was with my brother, because they're only like 3 years apart.
You're not talking to me. You're talking to them. You have to talk loud.
Every time. Every time my brother and my uncle, they would hang out. My brother would always get hurt, like badly. So one time, there's like that slippery slide on the ground. Okay. And yeah, so they went on it, and it was like in a ranch, so there was dirt, and they went on. And I guess there was a hole under it. My brother went, his foot got stuck in his head. And so my uncle was like, oh no, because he had already broke that leg. I don't remember how first time. He had already broke it, and so my uncle, being the hero, carried him, and he was walking over all the dirt, all the spinas, all the like pokey stuff, and he was like, trying to act tough, but he was like, you know. They took him to the hospital, and he went back. He was like, you know, but it was good. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and another time my brother got hurt. Was him and my uncle, obviously. They were playing around, so then my uncle carried him, and he got him like on his shoulder, and they were like yeet, and then like you know those straight things where they're like freaking triangles. The signs, the yellow one. So when he got spin him, and my brother like his ears stayed on there, so he was like hella bleeding out. He was like, oh no! So he took off his white shirt. He only had white shirts, like no other shirts, just like plain white. And so he grabbed him. He was like, you know, catching all the blood, and they were like, so they went to the hospital. He got a little stitch.
I thought he was finna say, like, he swung him and he like his head.
No, his ear
I can
was
already
like,
picture it. Dang. So, end the video?
no. One more story.
Okay, you go then.
Okay.
Tell a funny one. A really funny.
Let me think.
Meanwhile, while she's thinking about a funny story to tell,
I'm over here to the south.
no one asked April.
Yes, they did.
God, what the frick? I'm like,
What the break?
what the frick, frack, patty, wacky, oh,
That
nothing
hurt like
but
a good shit.
So,
Give me a topic and then I'll
this little bun right here looks like a freaking dumpling.
give me a topic and then I'll think of a story.
Lunch.
That's it, you guys.
Yeah, that's all we can think about right now.
Have to repeat it.
Well,
I was playing volleyball and I got hit like here and I was like, ending the video.
oh, okay. That's all the stories we could think about for now. Like, maybe if we would, I looked down here because there's a freaking spider web, and I do not like. Ooh, I don't like spiders.
My brother was scared of computers and he was at school and
She said her brother was scared of computers, and he was at school.
they went to the library and they went on the computer. My brother was so scared. I don't know why. He was only like 4 or 5, and he got so scared and he peed his pants. So they call me.
Are we just exposing your brother?
Yeah, I don't like him anyway. Right now he's 20, so it's good. He will never see these videos.
He's 20 now, but when he was younger, he was scared of computers. His class just happened to go to the computer lab or whatever in the library. He got scared. He peed his pants.
I was like down, poor chair and computer couch.
Anyways, y'all, that's all we got for you today. Let us know if you want another story time with this person, because this person is on cloud 9. So let me stand up with this and end this video saying thank you for watching. This video is 15 minutes long. If you made it this far, comment the purple devil emoji. If you don't have it,
the pink one.
I'm gonna kind of walk outside because it's like really loud in here. Oh, yes, hello, who's giving me notifications? So anyway, if you made it this far, comment purple emojis or the poop emoji because that's my favorite emoji of all time. So yeah, anyway, that's all we got for y'all today. Adios.